Amazing. So, welcome to day 5. We're at the grand finale, day 5 of the Chairman 5-Day Bootcamp. We started off once again, guys. This bootcamp with day 1 going over inviting, edifying, and following up. Day 2, we then went into social media. Right, that was a very exciting training talking about how to brand and how to build your social media. Then day 3, we went into the launch and retention. Speaking on the importance of getting off to a hot start. You see, we always talk about the airplane analogy. When the airplane wants to go from the runway into the air, it can't go 50, 60, 70, 80%. They got to put that airplane to 100% full throttle to then take off into the air. And then when they're in the air, they can coast back a little bit to 90, 80, 70%. And that's how you got to run your business. You got to launch instead of just joining this business. Then we went into day 4. Day 4 was yesterday, which was being a product of the product. I'm sure you guys love that as you finally got to learn how to balance trading and building this business. Now, day 5 is going to be a more interesting one, okay? Day 5, we're going to speak on the belief and the mindset of a chairman, okay? So this one is going to be geared towards making you understand what my belief was like, what my mindset was like as I got started, and along the journey, and more importantly, where we are now today to help you guys become the next big success story with Sniper Nation. So first and foremost, guys, if you don't know who I am, my apologies. Welcome to the family. My name is Andre Gordon. I'm one of the chairmen here within the platform. Depending on when you're watching, if you're watching this live, I'm currently a chairman 10. If you're watching a recording, I'm probably chairman 100 by now. But we're not gonna talk much about that. But it's exciting to know that I'm gonna teach you guys all the skill sets and the mindset so you understand what it's like to make 6 figures. I'm not too sure. Let's do a quick favor. Put a 1 for me in the chat box if you've never been around somebody who's made 6 figures. You can be honest. Put a 1 for me in the chat box if you've never been around somebody who's made 6 figures. I'm seeing some 1s being dropped. Cool. The reason why I have you guys do this, it just so 1, I have understanding as to who you've been around, which ultimately affects who you listen to, who you look up to. Because a lot of times what happens is we start looking at people because we think they're successful, not realizing, don't get me wrong, not to say someone makes $50,000 a year is not successful, but I learned living in Toronto, the average 1 bedroom for rent is like $2,000 a month, right? It's like $2,000 a month. If you're lucky, you probably get something below that, but $2,000 a month for 12 months, that's what, 24,000? Right, 24,000. So someone makes a $50,000 salary, they'll take home, I don't know what, let's say 40,000 to be safe. Probably less, but let's say 40,000 to be safe. So that means you take home 40,000 for the year. Your rent alone is 24,000. You're left with $16,000 for the year. You're left with just 1,250 pretty much each month. So now you got to factor in food. You got to factor in clothing. If you have a car, wow, right? You're probably on that verge. And understand, like, I share this stuff mainly due to, not to speak down to anybody, but make you understand this is where I came from. You know what I mean? I say it time and time again. I mentioned it earlier today on a morning breakthrough call. I've seen the bottom, but I've decided that now I'm ready for the top. You see, if you've been at the bottom, at some point you got to make a decision, decide you're not ready for the top, right? You got to understand that if you haven't been around someone that has made 6 figures, you need to change that narrative, because there's probably people around you that are probably saying the same thing, but you need to become that person. So your friends and family can never say that ever again. But for those of you who feel like you've never been around that before, I need you to understand that has officially died, because you now personally know me, okay? You officially now know me. You know somebody who makes 6 figures. You know somebody you can look up to, someone you can watch, someone you can come to advice on finances, right? I'll be honest, guys, there's a few of us in the organization that do 6 figures even outside of this profession, right? I won't mention any names right now. Just a simple fact, this could be listened to by the CRA or the IRS once again. So It is what it is. Don't worry, my tax statement, I do put the income I make, so I can publicly state it now. But guys, I need to understand, and more importantly, for yourself, there's a few things we're gonna go through on this call to make you understand the belief and the mindset it takes to be chairman. Okay, the belief and the mindset it takes to be chairman. So ensure you have your notebook, ensure you have your pen. It's gonna be pretty intense. I'll be honest. We have this call right now, 78 people. I know it's a Friday. Some people are probably living their life, not as committed to making the income they truly desire. And that's kind of the first question I want to ask yourself, right? First question is, are you interested in going chairman, or are you committed to going chairman? Are you interested in success, or are you committed to success? Don't get me wrong, guys. Sometimes what happens is we like the idea of becoming successful. We like the idea of being chairman, right? But I'll be honest, you can't just like it. You can't just truly want. You see, you gotta be starving for success. You gotta be starving for chairman. Guys, the day I got started in this opportunity, I told myself, chairman 10 and 12 months, or this is a big bust. This is a bust. Like there's no, we're gonna go 1 week after, 1 month after. No, it needs to be done in 12 months. Now, don't get me wrong. I wasn't going to quit in 12 months if I got to the point where I didn't get to chairman 10 and 12 months. But I did tell myself, I'm not going to think of a plan B or a backup plan. You see, I always say when it comes to business, you're going to have people who run their business part-time and people who run their business full-time. You see, guys, I run this business all the time. From the day I got started, day one, my belief and my mindset was, if I got to do what the chairmans are doing, then that's what I got to do. And I'm not going to run this on a part-time basis. I don't want a part-time income. I'm not running this on a full-time basis. I don't want a full-time income. I want an all-the-time income. Is it making sense to you guys? I want the income to come in. Like, I want to be so filthy rich, I'm still spending 2020 money in 2025. Like, that's the type of income I want to make for myself, because I understand I got people around me that are looking up to me. I got people within the organization that are looking to say, okay, cool. Yo, like, can we really do this? What's the lid? How far can we really go with this thing? So you guys understand, are you committed or are you interested in this thing? I'm almost certain if you're interested, you're probably doing what you're already doing, where you're pausing, you're starting, you're pausing, you're starting, you're pausing, you're starting, you're pausing. You're not committed to this thing. Because see, if you're committed to your dreams and goals, the same way how you said it to the person that got you started, he said, hey, this is my why, this is my goals. If you are committed, there is no turning off your business. You are in all the time mode. All the time. Literally, guys, all the time. Now, for some of you guys, that may scare you. You're like, oh my gosh, like, when can I vacation? No. We don't vacation. We just relocate where we do our work. That's what it is. If I don't want to be in Toronto, I book a flight and I'm gone, and I'll do my work from a beach in Mexico now, right? I'm not going to stop the work because I want to take a vacation. How dare I take a vacation when there's people looking up to me? How dare I take a vacation when there's people and individuals that are looking for my success and my mentorship to take them to chairman? So understand, when you made a decision, you commit to going chairman, it's no longer about you. It's no longer about you. There's a massive organization now looking up to you and dependent on your leadership to become successful. Guys, if you want vacations, don't build a business, just stick with trading. Don't build a business. Because people are going to get started based off of hoping you're going to mentor and guide them to success. But you want to turn your phone off for 24 hours, 72 hours, because you got to get your life together. You want a vacation? No, that doesn't work going chairman. I'm sorry. I apologize if another chairman told you that, but they lied to you. That's not what the case was. Every single day I told myself I'm making myself 100% accessible to my organization. Don't get me wrong. We have days in the week or hours in the day where I may say, you know what, these next 30 minutes, it's for me. This 1 hour is for me. But 24 hours, absolutely not. I can't afford to take 24 hours. Because the minute you pause, the universe now realizes, okay, cool. This individual says, this is exactly what they want. They made the affirmation, they're writing out their goals, but they're not vibrating on the frequency of what it is that they want long enough to make it come into their physical presence. They're grinding, they're working, and then they pause. So they don't really want it. They're interested in success. A lot of you guys on this call right now, and some of you are not on a call, some of you are watching the recording, you have what it takes to become successful, but you keep stopping. You know why? Because you're interested in chairman. You're interested in it. You're interested in $2,500 US a month. You're interested in 10,000 US a month base before the bonuses. You're interested in financial freedom. You don't really want that car that you say you really want. You're interested in having it. You don't really want to make sure your kids are well taken care of. You're interested in it. You're not committed to it. Because if you were committed, you wouldn't stop. You absolutely wouldn't stop. So understand, guys, along the way as you being committed to your success, I need you guys to understand, I need you to be ready for the criticism, the negativity, the haters that you are going to attract. Guys, people are going to talk so down on you. I need you to understand this. Right? I need you guys to understand this. Someone just spotlighted me. Love you. Thank you for that. But understand that people are going to talk down on you. Your own family members are going to look at you and say, what are you doing? Go get a real job. That thing doesn't work. Leave it alone. And now you can officially say, well, guess what? I've met someone at 6 figures that made it happen. So if he can do it, I can do it. You see, guys, when I got started, I had the belief and mindset of I'm going chairman beyond myself because I want to ensure my entire organization can say, hey, I got someone I look up to that's now a chairman. Even when my own parents, siblings, cousins, family, even when they didn't see the vision that I had for myself, I saw the vision that I had for myself. I saw it all the whole time. Before it showed up in the back office, I saw it all. I felt it. I see what my life is going to look like as I get knocked out. So when people started commenting on my posts and I had to be going back to deleting the comments of my posts, I got more excited the more and more it came. So I'm like, yo, wait, you have to delete comments? Absolutely. You go on IG Live, people start just dropping stupidness in your comment section. I say, hey, it's all good. It comes with the territory. It comes with it. You guys don't think LeBron James gets crucified on social media all the time? All the time. Floyd Mayweather, all the time. These individuals get crucified like crazy, but they're successful. So understand, you're going to have to get ready for the haters and the negativity that are going to come with it, guys. It's inevitable. Now let's jump into some of the stuff that I need you guys to really understand. And if you haven't been taking notes, I highly suggest you start now. Okay, I highly suggest you start now if you haven't been doing it already. One question you got to ask yourself right now, okay? Who do you listen to? And a serious question, like who are you taking advice from on a day-to-day basis? And if you know, write down on your piece of paper. Write on your piece of paper. You see, guys, a lot of people are taking advice from people. How I put it in the most nicest, I won't say it's nice way. A lot of you are taking advice from people who are not even qualified to take their own advice. It's almost like this. I have people who come to me sometimes like, yo, Andre, and some guys get tested this on this call. I have people come to me and they're like, hey, Andre, I want to talk to you about this. And a lot of times I just stay silent on the phone. And they're like, what do you think? And I said, honestly, I'm not qualified to give you my opinion. I'm not qualified in that field. It's like you coming to me and asking me about marriage. I haven't been married. I don't know. I can't give you advice on that. But what happens is this. Because opinions are free, everybody wants to give them at all times possible. People are going to start to come to you and criticize and comment on your shoes, the way how you talk, the way how you dress, the way how you do your social media, how you're always so busy, how you're always doing calls, you're always at meetings, you don't come to the club no more, you don't want to hang out no more. Like, you're going to hear it all, but you need to understand, who are you listening to? You see, guys, you got to be very cautious on who you're listening to and who you're following. Be very cautious. The minute I got started, I said, okay, cool. It's day one of me joining this new opportunity. It's day one for me to run to chairman. I have to be cautious of who I listen to. So right off the bat, I reached up as far as I could. I said, okay, cool. Who are the upline chairmen? And I got in contact with Chairman 750, Matt Rosa. And he gave me a list of names, people who I should be listening to and following. I said, bet, let's run it up. Now, the reason why I did that at the time was because we had no more direct upline chairman. Now we have it. So I immediately said, okay, cool. That's what I got to start listening to. Boom. To this very day, I have Alex Morton, David Menitier, Matt Rosa, and Jason Brown. I have all of them on post notifications. They post, I see it immediately. Because they have the success that I want. They have the results that I truly desire. So I got to start listening to these individuals, right? My mentors, who has the results that I want? I go to them. Hey, how was that presentation? Anything I could have done better? Should I have said more of this, less of this? Hey, go on my social media and give me your honest feedback. Should I be doing more lifestyle, more Forex posts? Should I change my bio? Like, give me some feedback. I'm doing this to enroll new people. Should I be saying less of this? Should I be doing more voice messages? More like, be cautious of who you're taking advice from, who you're listening to, who you're following. From day one, guys, I don't care if it's your spouse. Your spouse is your spouse. You're not your mentor. Understand that. Some of you guys, it's the honest truth. Some of us, I'm saying you guys, some of us, my apologies, some of us are taking advice from individuals just because we trust and we love them. Oh, where's my best friend? Until your best friend is debt-free, paid off all their loans. I mean, I'm talking the bad debt, not the mortgage debt. There's good debt out there, right? Until your best friend is financially free, totally free. Be careful of the advice you listen to them, you take from them. Be careful of their advice. Be careful of their opinions. For me right now, exactly how I look at it. And I've been doing this from the day I got started to this very date. I'm the exact same way. First, it started off as, if you don't make 6 figures, I don't care about your opinion. I bought a brand new Mercedes. Andre, why'd you buy a Mercedes? Why'd you get that one? You should have. Well, how much are you going to make this year? What did your T4 say for last year? Oh, it's not 6 figures? It's not for me. Your opinion is not for me. Somebody else? It's not for me. Now that I do the income we make today, you don't make 7 figures, I don't care for your opinion. 6 figures is cool. It's cute. I love it. But I'm ready for 7. I told you guys, I was ready for, I've been at the bottom. Now I'm ready for the top. So now I'm even more not content. That's definitely not the word. I'm more focused and more smarter on who I take advice from and who I'm following. See, guys, in this process of doing this, you're going to have to make sacrifices. Understand this. But what are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to sacrifice? Some of us rather every single month put money towards alcohol and weed instead of paying for our memberships. Some of us rather put money towards eating out every single Friday instead of paying for your membership. Some of you don't want to put money into a live account, but that money's going towards craziness. Some of us are focused on looking for the right girlfriend or boyfriend, and you're not the right boyfriend or girlfriend for them. Like, you're gonna have to start making sacrifices at some point. If not now, then when? Understand this, guys. If not now, then when? 95% of people on this planet Earth are full of it. Stop trying to impress other people. They don't have nothing happening for them. They're not popping. Understand this, guys. Most people on social media post their highlight reels. They don't post their day-to-day life. Just the highlight reels they post. They're posting this trip in Miami. No. They haven't been to Miami in 3 years. That's why it looks so different. It's a three-year-old photo and video. Stop trying to keep up with people who are not trying to keep up with you. It makes no sense. I was talking about it. I never forget, like 2-3 years ago. And I was mentoring someone at the time, and they said, "Oh, Andre, I missed the call because I was watching a TV show on online or something like that." And I said, "Why are you keeping up with the Kardashians when they're not keeping up with you?" Like, it makes no sense. And I never forget, she quit. She couldn't handle the heat. I said, "Come up the kitchen. It is what it is." But understand, guys, you're going to have to make sacrifices. If running for chairman was going to be all sunshine and rainbows, trust me, we would all be chairman. But what separates us, other than time, the sacrifices we make. I did not touch a single club. You guys have no idea the things that we have done. The sacrifices we have literally made. The amount of 12-hour drives, right? We used to pack 10 people in a hotel room for conventions, sleeping on floors and bathtubs. Not because we were drunk, because we couldn't afford our own rooms. We made real sacrifice. I'm talking like 8 to 10 grown men in one hotel room. And we did whatever we could. You see, I always say this. There's no reason why there's any individual in this entire platform that earns a residual income and they're inactive. It makes absolutely no sense. If you earn a residual income, the first thing you should be covering is your monthly overhead. Because if this was your car dealership, for example, and you don't pay for your rent for your office, you don't have a place to operate your business. So nothing else matters. Guys, don't get me wrong. I love my designer shoes and all that stuff. But those stuff should come after you have secured your monthly memberships. I had a conversation earlier today. I won't mention the name. And I told the individual, I said, not regarding himself, but I said, I would never mentor someone that was inactive. They couldn't even ask me for a 3-way call. I wouldn't pick up the phone. They texted me, I probably wouldn't respond to the text message. Now, it's not because I want you to pay for your membership so I get a paycheck. Regardless if you pay or you don't pay, my chairman tenant is solidified. I'm not worried about it. But it's the right habits and behaviors I want to create from now for the future. So understand, you might have to give up eating out the fancy food for the next 3 to 6 months. You might have to give up buying clothing, or new clothes, I should say, next 3 to 6 months. You may have to give up smoking weed. A lot of you guys got to give up smoking weed. A lot of you guys. A lot of you guys. If that hurt, perfect. A lot of us got to give up. A lot of these bad things we got going on that's hindering us from the success that we truly desire. These sacrifices are going to have to be made, guys. At some point, understand this. Are you going to make the sacrifice today, or are you going to wait 12 months from now? Like, which one is it going to be? Is it going to be today, or is it going to be when your best friend that you got started with goes chairman, and now you realize you're being left behind? That's perfect. If you do marijuana for medicinal reasons, please continue. That's amazing. I got a private message. That's amazing. No problem. But a lot of us are doing it. I won't go into that. I'll leave it alone. But the last thing I want for any one of you guys is to be in a situation where you look back and you say to yourself, I should have taken this thing more seriously. I should have made a sacrifice back in November of 2020. Guys, the world is about to go back into another lockdown. Different countries are doing different things, right? Are you gonna wait for yourself to be back at ground zero before you start taking action with things? Like I promise you guys, make the sacrifice today, or the things that you want in your life will become the sacrifice. Trust me on this. Like really trust me on this. Because going to my next point, what ends up happening is sometimes these things that you should be giving up and should be sacrificing, it's ruining your self-image. A lot of us, guys, be honest with me, okay? Be honest with me. Put a 100 in the chat box if you would love to enroll me into your business. If you love to enroll someone like myself into your business, put a 100 in the chat box. So I see the 100 is being dropped. Perfect. Okay. Now put a 111 if you believe your self-image could have attracted me into your business. Put a 111 if you believe your self-image could attract me into your business. And be very honest. See, so I'm seeing a lot less 111s than I've seen the 100s. And it's okay. Once again, guys, I told you guys, if something stings, it's meant to disinfect. Okay? So understand that. It's okay. There are certain things that you got to ensure you keep up in order to go for chairman. One of them is going to be your self-image. I always talk about it on social media. I don't engage in any political views on anything like that. Right? I'm sure everyone's always realized from now, I get haircuts very often, and when I'm within that 4 to 6 day mark, more than likely, if I have a haircut, I have a hat on. Right? I literally don't show face or nothing if I'm not well groomed. Why? Because I have a self-image to maintain. You want to ensure your self-image is so high you can attract leaders like myself into your organization. Guys, I promise you, going for chairman, it's not going to happen trying to go for people who you feel Andre, they need this. They have nothing happening for them. They need, no, don't get me wrong. Those people need an opportunity like this, right? But you're not going to go chairman just going for only those people. At some point, you got to make a decision. You're going to go for people who are better than you. Go for those who you truly feel are better than you. Because when they come into this, you don't got to chase nobody for no pay, for no membership. They understand business. They're a grown person. They understand. It costs to be a boss. If you got to pay to play. They understand this. But when you go for that person that you feel like they need this, they're on their last dollar. That's all you're going to attract in your business. Where every single day when the decline report hits at 12 o'clock, what you're doing is checking who's inactive. Oh my gosh, all the people today. Oh, you know why? Because you're not going for people who are better than you. You're trying to play it safe. You're being very scared. Now, once again, guys, I always say it. If that's not for you, it's great, guys. We have great services. Just trade. Just do your thing. You make a lot of money trading. Don't get me wrong. But I'll be honest, guys. Success really hits different when you know you've been through it all. I'll be honest. When you know you got it out of the mud, there's no fishiness, no crazy happening in the background to get you to where you got to. You really got it out of the mud. It really hits different, guys. And I want it for every single one of you guys. So that self-image that you have of yourself, always ask yourself, okay? Always ask yourself, what does my self-image say about me today? What could I do to improve my self-image? If you ever wonder, I think it was, Rudy did a post the other day where he said, what are 3 things you think when you first think about me? Right? That's a great starter. I think everyone should just do a post like that or Instagram story. A post. Get some engagement going on your page. Ask people, what are the first 3 things you think about when you think about me? That'll tell you a lot about your self-image. Because sometimes what happens is what you think people think about you, it's not really what the case is. It's not really what it is. Everyone probably thinks I'm a really funny person. You're not that funny. You know what I mean? Or they probably think that like I'm just always grinding. Well, understand, your level of grinding and someone else's level of grinding are completely different. You probably think I'm in the trenches, I'm working my butt off, I'm doing this, da. But when you compare it to somebody else, your 1 hour a day grinding is nothing. It's minuscule. So always try to confirm what your self-image is like. Now, what I recommend is this as well. When you ask people what the things they think about you, pay attention to those who actually respond. Pay attention to what those who say to you. But once again, there are those, their opinions don't matter, straight up. And there are those you can look up to, right? Like, for give an example, on this call right now, if I'm thinking about, let's say, how I can become a better baseball player, I'm going to Justin. If I don't think about something in regards to healthy living, I'm going to Kaylee, right? Working out, I'm going to Tiffany. Like everyone has different people you can look up to for different things. I say it where when we were back in high school, right, middle school, we were smart then, and then we graduated. We all became dumb. You myself, we all became dumb. You know why I say that? Because when we were in middle school and high school, if we didn't know the answer to a test or to something, we'd try to copy off the smart person in the room. We'd be peeking over there, looking over there, trying to get the answer from them. We wouldn't ask, can we agree? We wouldn't be looking and bending our head to learn from, look at over the class clown and ask them what their paper says. We rather guess than copy their answer. But then we graduate from middle school and high school and we're into the real world and we're copying from people who are real life clowns. Real life. They're failing in real life. They're getting an F in real life, but we copy from them. Don't do that. I promise you, don't do that. Because doing that, you are never going to shoot through the compensation plans of this opportunity. Don't do that. So when I ask the question, guys, of are you committed or are you interested, what it kind of bears down to is, are you treating this like a business or a hobby? When you treat it like a business, you know your numbers. Guys, you gotta know your numbers in order to grow your numbers. Check this out right now, guys. Check this out. Go in the chat box and type for me. How far or how close are you away from your next rank? Put it for me in the chat box. And you can put volume or people, whichever. You got to know your numbers in order to grow your numbers. Ooh, Tiffany, 5 people. Ooh. Guys, you got to know your numbers in order to grow your numbers. If you had to just go log in real quickly and go to the rank report, that goes to show me this is not really a business for you yet. It's still a hobby. You're interested. You got to know exactly. You got to know exactly the number. This number, guys, keep dropping numbers. Keep dropping it. No problem. If you know your numbers, find it out and drop it. So here's one of the most important things, okay? And I'm going to kind of summarize all as a whole, because the mindset and the belief of going chairman, guys, it's pretty simple. It's pretty easy, okay? Here's how this thing works, okay? One, I understand chairman 10 is only 500 people. Type that for me in the chat box. Chairman 10 is only 500 people. Only 500 people, guys. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. You guys really think about it? It's not a lot. It's only 500 people. It's only 500 people. Check this out, guys. It's only 373 people on an elite academy. It's only 373 people on elite academy. No, not ECX. ECX volume is 150. Guys, chairman 10. Here's the secret to this, okay? So we know it's only 500 people, right? Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna take that 500 number and you're gonna toss it out the window and you're gonna focus on helping 15 people get to Platinum 1000. Help 15 people get to Platinum 1000. I'm almost certain at that point you're chairman 10. Trust me on this, guys. Trust me. So I'm like, well, Andre, 15 times 300, numbers aren't adding up. I don't. Guys, trust me on this. Help 15 people go Platinum 1000, you'll be chairman 10. KC, you help 15 people go Platinum 1000, you're gonna have so many Platinum 600s. So many platinum 150s. You see what you're creating there, guys? You're creating a success story. All Chairman 10 is, we help create a lot of success stories. It's the reason why when someone goes platinum 150 or platinum 600, I get just as excited as if I went Chairman 10. Because I remember what it's like to first hit platinum 150. When I first hit platinum 600, I was pumped. It's like, yo, boom, 600 US a month. Love it. Love it. Platinum 1000, guys, platinum 1000 is a very prestigious rank to be at. You're making $1,000 US residually every single month. You help 15 people get to platinum 1000, they're going to love you. They're going to love you. They're not making an extra 1,000 US a month. In Canada, it's about 1,300, 1,400. Imagine that person who's a student making an extra $1,400, extra $1,000 a month. Imagine that person who works a full-time job getting an extra $1,000 US on top of their monthly salary, on top of their monthly full-time income. You see, guys, when I got started, few things I looked at. One, Chairman 10 is only 500 people. Broken down, it's helping 15 people go platinum 1,000. Okay. Second thing I focused on is I got to grow as an individual every single day. Every single day. Every single day. Not every other day. Not once a week. Every single day. Why? Because I want the universe to understand I am ready for that 6-figure income. I'm ready for it. So you're going to focus on growing yourself every single day. Type a 1 for me in the chat box if you began reading or listening to GoPro. GoPro needs to be like the first thing you do. This is like it's mandatory. It's not even negotiable. Mandatory. Oh, look at that. Someone's showing their GoPro, but keep it there. I'm going to spotlight you real quick. Look at that, guys. Look at that. He just got started too. Oh, that's another one. Boom. Look at that, guys. The GoPros are out. The professionals are thinking Grow Rich is being shown too. You see, guys, you gotta really, really grow yourself. Focus on growth every single day. Third, so I'll backtrack once again. First thing, understand Chairman 10 is 500 people, or look at it as helping 15 people go platinum 1,000. Okay? 15 people go platinum 1,000. Number 2, you're going to grow yourself every single day. Every single day. Every single day. Make sure I say it once again. I saw Maria mumble it to herself every single day. Love it. Number 3, you understand personal momentum always exceeds group momentum. Personal momentum always exceeds group momentum. What does that mean? We don't wait and rely for our team to enroll or pop ranks. We go create that momentum. Guys, you guys are all market makers and market movers. Understand this. We dictate in which direction our volume goes. Understand this. You dictate in which direction your volume goes. So if you don't like the direction your volume is going currently, you dictate it and you can change that. How? Personal momentum always exceeds group momentum. Go platinum 600 again off your own strength. Go enroll 12 new customers. Go help them go get some amazing results. Shout out to Swipecoin. Hint, hint, wink, wink, buy Bitcoin. I got to mention it again. Buy Bitcoin. Go enroll 12 new customers. Go platinum 600 all over again. Go get them results. I promise you guys, you do that, here's what's gonna happen. Your organization is gonna look at you and be like, wow, they're really moving. Like they're really doing this. They're serious about this. Second, what's happening is gonna be this: the fear of missing out. Oh my gosh, wait, Justin just enrolled 10 new people. He's gonna forget all about me. I gotta show I'm deserving of his time. Let me go enroll some people. Let me go build my business. Let me go create some new success stories. Let me go get some results so I can get his attention. Personal momentum always exceeds group momentum, also known as being in phase one. What does it mean to be in phase one? You're always in the phase of bringing in new blood, new excitement, new energy. You're in the trenches. You're making it happen. Stay in phase one. Don't be in phase four. Phase four is when you're sitting back and you're blaming everyone and everything as to why your volume is going downwards. Oh, Luke Longmire didn't call a good trade this week. We took L's. Oh, the intro calls were too long. Oh, they didn't start on time. Oh, they talk too much about HFX, not enough about pivots. You start blaming everyone but yourself. Why? Because you're in full out management mode. You're asking your team, how many guests did you have on the call this week? How many people are we going to talk to this week? No. You go do that yourself. Lead with your feet, not with your mouth. Here's the last thing you're gonna keep in mind, okay? Because you're always gonna have to be in phase one. So let's backtrack once again. I should backtrack. So number one, Chairman 10 is only 500 people, 15 people going platinum 1,000 that you're gonna help co-create, okay? Number two, you're gonna grow yourself every single day. Once again, every single day. You're gonna grow yourself every single day. 3, personal momentum always exceeds group momentum. I feel like I'm missing one. I think so it is what it is. Personal momentum always exceeds group momentum. So you're always gonna stay in phase one. Always gonna be in the trenches. Always bringing in new blood and excitement. Your leaders are not moving. They're inactive. They're not working. They're not showing up to the events. They're not taking it seriously. It's okay. Work past them. Okay, guys, understand it. It's okay. Work past them. Right? Better yet, work through them. Who did they enroll that you cannot work with? Understand, guys, it is what it is. Sometimes in this business, it's not your best friend that's your ace. What you're looking for, guys, treat this business like a deck of cards, okay? Treat it like a deck of cards. What you're looking for are your 4 aces. Along the way, you're gonna have some 5s, some 10s, right? Some jacks, some queens. Some people who are gonna go platinum 1,000, platinum 2,000, but they're not your chairmans. Understand, they're not your chairmans. Along the way, you will have some 2s. People who sign up with you today, and what ends up happening is tomorrow they refund. And they tell you, oh, I can't access the academy. What's going on? Maria, what's going on? Perla, what's going on? And they refunded. Better yet, you're gonna have some jokers. You're gonna enroll them, you jump on a call, and they pitch you their own company. You wanna buy this? You're gonna have the jokers. It happens. Mason, you're good. In 3 minutes we'll be done. You're good. But what we're looking for are your aces, ladies and gentlemen. All we're doing, we're sorting. Sort like a deck of cards. So number 5 or number 4, we gotta understand is this. Number 4 or 5, whichever one it is what got you to one level won't take you to the next level. I promise you guys, the individuals that were around to get me to platinum 5,000 or chairman 10, they're not here anymore. Like literally, they're not here anymore. There's a few that are still here. Don't get me wrong. My apologies. There are a few that are still here. Some of them, they're not here. Or they're here, but really they're not here. They're here, but mentally not here. So understand, those who got you to this level won't get you to the next level. Now, here's the last thing before I go into the last major announcement. We'll wrap this call off. You got to make a decision and commit. You're going to be here 12 months from now. I always say it. Losers focus on winners, and winners focus on winners. Winners never quit. Losers never quit. Winners never quit. Quitters never lose. Like, understand this. You need to go so hard in this business, guys, every single day, and do not give up. Things are going to be tough. Things are going to be rocky. Things are going to be shaky. You're going to have adversity, right? People are going to quit. People are going to bash. People are going to say so much things, but you cannot give up. Why? Because you said you were committed, not interested. People are going to develop egos in your team. People are going to think that they're better than you. People are going to be secretly competing with you, dropping subliminal messages and posts. It's okay. We're going to love them regardless because we understand we are committed and not interested on our goals. If you're committed to be here for the next 12 months, then really run this thing up with us because you want to run to chairman. Type chairman for me in the chat box. Like if you truly commit for it, right? Once again, I get it. Some of us are not going to commit. Some of us have already mentally told ourselves, I'm done by December 31st if I don't make $1 million. I get it. Some of you think that way. But I always say, you got to be willing to be bad long enough until you become good. Give yourself a full 12-month commitment. Whatever you have done before this week, ladies and gentlemen, it's okay. It's in the past. It's no longer you. That's no longer your identity. That's no longer you. It's your patterns and your habits that dominate your thoughts and your minds that create your identity. You're not going to create new norms for yourself based off of this 5-day boot camp we've now concluded. That wraps up day 5, guys. I'm going to stop the recording with this. But what I highly suggest you guys do is, whether you've been on every single call we have for the week or not, I highly suggest you go back on YouTube. Where I'm drop the playlist link, go back and watch day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take notes, watch with your team, implement it within your organization, get them all hooked on it. Right? Use it as a tool to grow your organization. I promise you guys things are